I'm the mugging book. Where's the mugging book? I'm the mugging book. That I has the mugging book. Where's the mugging bank? I has the mugging book. Bebop, 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 bebop. Nobody knows just how it started. Somebody blew it through a horn. Somebody played it on the fiddle. Somebody sang it and the song was born. Now it's the craze, the sensation. It's the song the fans don't swing. Now it's
Hi, Niall.
Hello, how are you? Okay,
Hi.
so how's everyone doing tonight? How is everyone doing? Anything exciting going on?
Not
No?
exactly.
Exciting? Same old, same old? Okay. Okay, now, so, um, sorry, let me just let me turn that music off. Okay, so, um, right, so just before I started class, I sent in the WhatsApp group a link to a website, and I'm gonna put the website up on the screen. We're gonna work together as a group, and we're gonna go through. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch a TV show. We probably won't get time to watch the entire show tonight because there's a lot of vocabulary and a lot of things that probably will be very unfamiliar to you. So I want to sort of go through it. So basically, probably we'll watch it like tonight and on Friday. But I'll send you the link for the show. And if you want to watch the show like on your own, of course, you can. So the show that we're going to watch, it's a comedy series. Now it's from about, what year are we? 2020. It's probably, God, it's at least 10 years old. In fact, it may even be more than 10 years old. I don't remember when it was on television, but it was very popular at the time that it was on. And I mean, you might have actually seen the show. I don't know. So what the show is it's called. So the show is called The IT Crowd, and it's what they call a sitcom. And sitcom basically is short for what they call a situation comedy. So basically, it's a TV comedy, and it's a sitcom. Now, the IT Crowd is a particular type of situation comedy. So basically, when I say a sitcom, like Friends is a sitcom, and The Big Bang Theory is a sitcom, and blah 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 is a sitcom. The IT Crowd is a particular type of sitcom. It's what they call, it's a workplace comedy. So basically the IT Crowd is about people in an office. Okay.
It's
so
like The Office.
Yes, it's like The Office. Yes, it's like The Office. Basically all of the characters and all of the situations, like the reason why a sitcom there is called a situation comedy is because the setting is the purpose of the comedy. So in a workplace comedy, the setting is an office. So basically, it's an office, it's some big company. It doesn't make a difference what the company does because the focus of the thing is on three characters. And the three characters work in the IT department. Okay, so like, which is the information technology. So basically, it's the computer department of department of a company. Now, so the IT Crowd basically are the people who work in the IT department. So in the show, basically there are three characters. Okay, so there's two guys, and then there's one woman, and she is the manager. So she is their manager, and the two guys are basically computer nerds, right? So that's the basic. So the basic premise. The basic premise of the program is that there are these two guys and they are computer nerds. So the basic premise of the program is that there are these two guys and they are computer nerds, and then they have their boss who does not know anything at all about computers. So that's basically like, so it's like that conflict between her, who doesn't know anything about computers, and these two guys who are just like, I mean, stereotypical computer geeks, basically. So like they're geeks in the same way that like the characters on The Big Bang Theory are geeks, okay? But it's like 10 times, it's a million times funnier than the Big Bang Theory. Okay, so that's the basic premise. So what we're going to watch is the very first episode. And in the very first episode, the woman who is the manager, she gets the job. So in the very first episode, she gets the job. And so basically the episode opens with her, being interviewed for the job. So she's in a job interview, and it's clear for us watching that she doesn't know anything about computers, and she lied on her CV. So before we get down to actually watch the actual clip of the show itself, I want to go over some of the vocabulary that is in the actual show itself, okay? Because there's a lot of vocabulary that you probably don't know, and it's all a lot of it, of course, is very, very casual vocabulary. So, just to get us warmed up, so have you ever lied or exaggerated anything on a CV in order to get a job? You have? You did?
No,
What
I did, but not to be real.
of course.
What do you mean, of course?
I think always,
Always.
because
Always. Okay. Why always?
when I in the past when I looked for a job, I don't have I didn't have any experience.
Okay.
Of the jobs they ask for your experience. You don't have experience,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you use your parents, your friends, your neighbor, and he said, "Oh,
Okay.
Marco in the office, yeah, of course, too many years."
Okay. So you use your friends, you use your family, you use your neighbor to try to help you get the job. Okay. And now I know probably some of you probably work in software and you know all about computers. So probably you don't lie about your skills, but the rest of us probably do lie about our computer skills. So have you ever lied about or have you ever sort of exaggerated your computer skills? Yes.
Yes, when I started to teach online before
Yes.
the job interview,
Yeah.
I said that I had a lot of experience about that, and I knew how to use that platform, but it wasn't true.
Okay, so you basically said you knew everything about the job in terms of the computer program, but you didn't know anything.
Not so much. I don't say that anything, but
Okay.
not enough, maybe.
Not enough. Okay, but either way, you lied.
Yes, I.
Yeah. Okay. Either way, so you were not being truthful. Okay. Did you get the job?
Yes, and I learned. I study. I look at tutorials.
Good. All right. So you got the job, but so the fact that you were exaggerating in the interview, like people did not realize that. You were able to cover yourself. Is that true?
Can you repeat?
So you exaggerated your skills and you got the job, but then you were able to, because you actually studied, you were able to actually talk and do the job, and people never discovered that you actually exaggerated, that you lied in the interview.
Of course, because the platform was not a big problem.
Okay, fair. So the platform was not a big thing. Okay, now so apart from exaggerating on your CV, when you start a new job, whenever you begin a new job, how do you usually feel on the first day of a new job?
Anxious,
Exciting.
nervous.
Anxious. So anxious,
Nervous.
frightened,
Nervous,
nervous. Okay, so anxious, nervous, frightened. Okay.
excited,
Excited. Okay, fine. So you're anxious, you're nervous, you're frightened, you're excited. Okay.
Happy.
Happy. Well, I mean, I think probably anyone's happy to actually have a job. Have you ever had like have you ever gone through an experience at a job where the first day was just terrible? Or was it actually good?
Yes, of course. Yes, that's right.
It was
Yes.
okay. It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, it was a good experience for me. First
Okay.
day, new experience.
It was a new experience, but it was a good experience.
Yeah, a positive
Okay.
experience.
Good. Okay, fair enough. Brilliant. Okay. Right. So before we actually start watching because we're going to watch like 5 minutes. So before we actually watch 5 minutes, I want to go through all the vocabulary that you're going to hear in the actual thing itself. So first of all, okay, you've got all this vocabulary here. So it's a long, hard stare, okay? And then these are the definitions. So all I need you to do is decide which term or which phrase over here, what is the definition of it over here? Okay, that's the first thing. So let me just see how many people we have today. Oh my God, there's 12 people here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to put you into pairs, okay? And I would like you to do that exercise there. So all you have to do is just spend a few minutes and just talk together and try to guess if you know the meanings of all of those expressions, okay? So if you don't have that, if you haven't got a screenshot of it or a photograph of it, if you can take a photograph of it now, and that way then you guys can talk about it in your pairs. Okay. All right, I'm going to put you guys into your pairs now. Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to, because I know that Hime doesn't. I know that Hime doesn't have her microphone working, and I know that Herman doesn't have his microphone working. But you guys can communicate. Oh, Maria doesn't have her microphone working either. Okay. Oh, crikey. Okay, Grant. Okay, so I'll make sure that you're with somebody that you can just type with, okay? And that will make it easier. In fact, I think what I'm going to do, right, Herman and Maria and Hime, I'm going to put you guys all in one room together. So you guys can just type back and forth, okay? And everyone else can just chat, if that makes sense. Oh, somebody else? Does somebody else not have a microphone working? Okay, fine, perfect, Kimmy. Okay, Grant, okay. So just give me 2 quick seconds and I'm gonna get this done. Okay. All right, so you should be going into the rooms now. Just for 3 or 4 minutes and then we'll do it all as a class together. Have I? Oh wow, I've already. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Nice, you are mute.
Mute.
Sorry, thank you. That always seems to happen. I don't know why. It seems to be automatic. And once I go to the breakout room, it does that. Okay. So I'm just going to put the screen back up for a quick second. Okay, so we'll just go through this like quite quickly, and then we'll watch the scene. So basically, all of this vocabulary is in the first scene of the TV episode. So a long, hard stare means
A
what?
fixed look.
A fixed look, yes. So basically, like when you because there are different kinds of looks. You can look at someone, right? Or you can stare at someone. And that's what it is to stare. And stare is both a verb and a noun. So here it's a verb, or sorry, here it's a noun. To make up your mind,
Decide.
decide something you make. Okay, so the phrasal verb is to make up your mind. To get to grips. So a grip is like when you're holding something, you're gripping it. So to get to grips with something is an idiom, meaning
I think it's new skill.
yes, it's when you learn a new skill. So when you learn a new skill, and especially when you get good at a new skill, you get to grips with it. So you get to grips with the skill, whatever it is, and then you learn it and you get to grips with it. The other way that we say that, the other way or similar that we describe this idea of having some kind of a skill or of coming to terms with the skill or learning a new skill is we very often talk about the idea of get a handle on something. So if you get a handle on something, or if you get to grips with something, it's the idea that you become acquainted with it, you learn it, you get good at it, and then you actually perfect it. Okay, so that's what that means. Okay, to know your stuff.
To know a lot about something?
Exactly, yes. If you know a lot about something, you know your stuff. Okay, again, very casual. I mean, all of these are very casual. So if you know your stuff, it's basically you know a lot about blah, 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 whatever it is. Okay. A nerd, you all know what the word nerd is. To glow, what glows?
Emits light.
Emit light.
So like a candle glows, a light bulb glows. Okay. Like so the lights behind me are glowing. It's being, oh, now this is very casual. It's being all go. It's being, oh, go, 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 go.
Very busy.
Very busy, yeah. If you describe something as being all go, it's just the idea that it's been very, 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 okay? Now, drudgeons is actually like, the word drudgeons doesn't actually really exist, okay? I think they just actually made up the word in the actual, in the show. But so drudgeons basically means like an insignificant person. And the reason why this word drudgeons, which I've never heard, like outside of this program, I've never heard the word used, but it's a play on the word drudge. And the other term for that is drudgery. Now, so drudgery is basically really tedious, laborious work. So drudgery is like really, really tedious work. Okay, so whatever your job is, and maybe you love your job. Maybe if you're very lucky, you love your job, but maybe you hate your job. And or you might love your job, but there might be parts of your job that are like, oh God, that's the drudgery. Okay, so drudgery is like, oh my God, my job. So it's like whatever, like the kind of really annoying, tedious boring, dull. Maybe the paperwork is drudgery, okay? And drudge work also sort of traditionally is very uninteresting work, you know? Like somebody who is a heart surgeon or a brain surgeon, somebody who is a lawyer or an architect or an engineer or a dentist or a designer or an actor or a writer or a journalist, they would never say, oh, I have drudge work to do. Drudge work is really like, we talk about it if you work in an office and you've got lots of paperwork to do, or if you do, you know, what they also sometimes call manual labor. Okay, you work with your hands. So drudgeon is basically from that. It comes from that word. Paliwali. Now,
Friendly.
Paliwali. Yeah. So Paliwali. Again, it's extremely casual, and they're using it here as an adjective because a pal is a friend. Okay, a pal is a casual word for a friend. Okay, so a pal is the same as a mate.
Yeah.
A mate is a friend. So paliwali is extremely, no, not a lad. It's not a lad. It's different. It's different from a lad. So, I'm sorry. Why? Okay, I'll explain. Okay, Natalia, I'll explain why. So, I'll explain why. Okay, so a mate or a pal or a friend or a chum. Okay, so mate and pal and friend and chum are all basically the same, right? And it's basically like amigo or amiga. Okay, and those are all, and mate and pal and chum are all kind of casual. Okay, they're all casual terms for a friend. So that's why paliwali, which is really casual, it's extremely casual. Okay, like it's actually, paliwali is actually childish, is similar to the other adjective that you would use is matey. So if you're friendly with somebody, you're matey with them. Okay, so that last line there is an adjective. Okay, it's not the same as lad. It's a little different, but I know why you think. I know why you're saying that, Natalia. And the reason why you're saying that is the word mate or friend or pal has, how can I put this? It has kind of like a double meaning, and it depends upon the tone of your voice, right? So if you come to me in a bar, like you're a stranger, I don't know you, okay? If you come to me in a bar and you start talking to me, right, about whatever, or you want my help with something, okay? I might say something like, I might say, for example, if you need help, I might say something like this. Can I help you, friend? Now, or which is the same as saying, can I help you, pal? Can I help you, mate? Can I help you, amigo? So it's a kind of a way for me to simply say, may I help you, right? In an extremely casual way, okay? And it's a way to address somebody. So rather than saying, can I help you, sir, which is very formal, by addressing someone as friend or mate or pal or chum, I'm being extremely casual. Now, when I say, can I help you, friend, in that tone of voice, can I help you, friend? I'm being sincere. I'm being friendly, right? But if there's some kind of a tension and I say, can I help you, friend? Like the atmosphere is completely different because the meaning is very different. The situation is very different because like there's about to be a fight, right? So like if you watch any movie not any movie. If you watch lots of old movies, you will hear people talking like this with each other and addressing each other as friend. You hear men. Women don't do this. You hear men addressing each other as pal and friend and mate, but they're not being friendly. They're being threatening. Like it's a way to threaten that I'm going to hit you. Okay? That makes sense. I'm sure like, you know, I'm sure I could say the word amigo and it would have like, it could be friendly or not, you know?
It's the same.
Yeah, same thing. Okay, right, that's that. Now, why is it not the same as lad? Okay, so lad, so first of all, lad is boy. Okay, lad is a casual term for a boy, okay, or a man. And lass is a casual term for a girl, okay? So that's why if you ever hear or if you ever see somebody saying lads and lassies, it just means boys and girls, okay? So a lad is a boy or a man or a male, basically. It doesn't necessarily, but it's not, we don't use it quite the same way. We don't always use it as quite the same way as friend. Now, Natalia, you are correct. You're not Natalia. You're Marco. This is confusing. Jesus Christ, Marco, have you changed? Oh God, okay. This is very massively confusing to me. Right, Marco. The reason why, Marco, it's not the same as, now I've lost my train of thought. The reason why, Marco, it's not the same as it's not always the same as friend is you are correct. I could say to you, can I help you, lad? Or I could say to you, like in a really friendly way, how you doing, lad? That's true. And we do use it in that way. So yes, you are correct, Natalia. You are correct that lad in that context is the same as friend. But lad in general just means boy or man. Okay?
Perfect.
A lad,
Thank you, Niall.
a lad is like a teenage boy or a young man. Okay? Especially like you know, you see like a group of men, like young men, like 20-something men, right? Oh,
Yeah.
bar. Oh, look, the lads are here. Oh, the boys are here, right?
Yesterday, I watched a TV show on Netflix called The Gentleman's Game. I think it's about the story of football.
Oh, it's about the history of football.
And they say lad all the time. That's
right. Now, okay. Now, you see, right. Now I know why you're asking. The reason why, okay, first of all, what you have to understand, first of all, this whole thing about lad, it's English. Like they don't use it in the USA, okay? It's English and Scottish and Irish, but predominantly English. But it's English, it's working class, okay? So, because I have not watched The Gentleman's Game yet. I've seen the ad for it, but I know the history of football. So, like football, as you probably know now, if you watch that program, football was started by gentlemen, but then it became a working class game. So, especially like if you go to England, like not even London so much, but the north of England, like Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, the northern part of England traditionally was always poorer and industrial and working class.
Lancashire.
Lancashire, Yorkshire, all of that. And lad, you hear that up there all the time, right? Like, you know, like the people, okay. So The Gentleman's Game, it's a good example of a TV show, because the other one, and I know it's the same person wrote them both, is Downton Abbey. Now, the people in Downton Abbey are not working class, right? And I'm almost guaranteed you probably never heard the word lad spoken on Downton Abbey. Or if you did hear the word lad spoken on Downton Abbey, it was by the people who worked downstairs, like the staff, not the family. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Right, okay. So that's that, blah, blah, blah. And then affair, obviously, is if you're having adultery, you're having an affair. And then obviously, of course, the basement is the bottom of the blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, so I'm just going to play like the first 5 minutes of the thing. I think you'll get, I mean, you should be able to understand what is going on. It's quite clear what's going on. There might be a couple of references to other things that are from like English culture. And if you don't know what they are, don't worry. Okay. There might be a reference to another TV show or something, but don't worry about it. Okay. So if I can find it, where did I put it? Sorry, before I go on, can everyone hear that? Can you hear that?
Yes, it's right.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Hope this doesn't embarrass you, Jen, but I find the best thing to do with a new employee is to size them up with a long, hard stare. So, first date.
Yes.
Scary.
Yes.
Don't be scared.
Well, I'm not really scared.
You should be.
Well, I'm a little bit scared.
Well, don't be.
Make up your mind.
So here you are.
Yes, really looking forward to getting to grips with...
I'm going to put you in IT, because you said on your CV you have a lot of experience with computers.
I did say that on my CV, yes. I have a lot of experience with the whole computer thing, you know, emails, sending emails, receiving emails, deleting emails. I could go on.
Do.
The web, using mices, using mice, clicking, double clicking, the computer screen, of course, the keyboard, the bit that goes on the floor down there.
The hard drive.
Correct.
Uh-huh. Well, you certainly seem to know your stuff. That's settled. Got a good feeling about you, Jen, and they need a new manager.
Oh, fantastic. So the people I'll be working with, what they like?
Standard nerds!
Hello, IT? Have you tried turning it off and on again? Oh, okay, well, the button on the side, is it glowing? Yeah, you need to turn it on. The button turns it on? Yeah. You do know how a button works, don't you? No, not on clothes.
Hello, IT. Yaha. Have you tried forcing an unexpected reboot?
No, there you go. No, there you go. I just heard it come on. No, that's the music you hear when it comes on. No, that's the music you hear when it... I'm sorry, are you from the past?
You see, the driver hooks a function by patching the system call table, so it's not safe to unload it unless another thread's about to jump in there and do its stuff, and you don't want to end up in the middle of invalid memory. Hello?
Oh, really? Really? Well, why don't you come down here and make me then? Huh? What, you think I'm afraid of you? I'm not afraid of you! You can come down here any time and I'll be waiting for you. That told her. Oh, God, it's about time you got back. It's been all go.
You had a job?
Girl on 5th.
Did you and her hit it off?
Define hit it off.
Did she continue talking to you once you'd fixed her computer?
No. And while I was working on it, she rested a cup on my back.
No.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, they've no respect for us up there. No respect whatsoever. We're all just drudgeons to them.
Yes. If there were such a thing as a drudgeon, that is what we'd be to them.
It's like they're pally-wally when there's a problem with their printer, but once it's fixed...
They toss us away like yesterday's jam.
Yes! Yesterday's jam. That is what we are to them. Actually, you know what? That doesn't really work as a thing. Because jam lasts for ages. Hello, IT? Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Unisex toilets? You have unisex toilets, like Ally McBeal.
That's the sort of place this is, Jen. A lot of sexy people not doing much work and having affairs.
Wow. Oh my God, look at that view. I feel like I'm on top of the world.
Well, Jen, this is where I leave you.
Floor 34.
Okay, where am I going?
All the way down to the basement. Good luck.
Get out of the lift. Get out of the lift. Get out of the lift.
Okay, so that was the first scene. So all of the vocabulary that we just did in the little exercise is there. So we have a little bit of time left for one more quick exercise. So all of there. So all of the, that's all of the vocabulary, of course, that you heard in the actual thing. Now in the actual thing, these are extracts. These are extracts from the dialogue. Okay. So blah, blah, blah with a long, hard stare. Okay. Looking forward to getting to grips with you. But all of these words here in bold, these are all phrasal verbs. Okay. So again, I'm going to get you guys to, we'll just do this all as a big class. Okay. So these here are all of these phrasal verbs from this section. So these phrasal verbs are from this section. So all I want you to do is this portion here. Okay, so what do each of those phrasal verbs actually mean? So I'll give you a few minutes. Okay, so to size somebody up, what does that mean? To size someone up, what do you think that means?
To take notes of weakness.
Yeah, basically yes. It's like it's well, if you size somebody up, it's really like it's the idea of like when you meet somebody, you form an estimate of what that person is. So I mean, the thing of it is, to be honest, this is a weird one because it actually could be both, but it really is more this. It's more the idea of when you meet somebody, you size them up and you basically decide, okay, they're a nice person or they're not a nice person or whatever. So you form an estimate of them, you decide about them. To look forward to something means, of course,
to be excited.
You're excited. So what does it mean? Which one here?
To start. To be excited to start.
No, to look forward to.
To anticipate.
It's to anticipate.
Oh.
So if you look forward to something, you anticipate it. So all of these, I'm sorry, maybe I didn't explain it well. So all of the actual phrasal verbs, the definition is here. So basically it's either this or this, this or this,
okay.
this or this. Okay. So to size someone up is to form an estimate of them. To look forward to someone is to anticipate. I look forward to working with you, and it's always I look forward to, and then it takes the ing. I look forward to going, I look forward to playing, I look forward to reading, I look forward to meeting, I look forward to seeing.
When you write a letter, normally you final the letter write, I look forward to hear you soon.
Yes, exactly. I look forward to hearing from you. Absolutely.
From you.
I look forward to hearing from you. Yes, absolutely. To go on, Go on. Go on.
Continue.
Continue. So if you
continue.
go on, you continue. So if you go on, you continue. Okay, bye, Amo. To go on is to continue. To turn on.
To an appliance.
Yeah, so basically, like you turn on your computer, turn on the television, turn on your washing machine, turn on the dryer, turn on the dishwasher, and then to come on.
To be excited.
Nope. No, it's this. So basically, when we talk about come on, so basically, so when you turn your computer on, your computer comes on. Or when you turn a machine on, the machine comes on. Okay? That's why in the scene, he's on the phone and he's saying, turn it off and turn it on. And he goes, oh, I can hear the music. That's the music it plays when it comes on. To end up.
To get the final.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Get the final circumstance. I mean, it's right there. The clue is there. To end up, to hit it off with someone.
To have an argument.
No.
No?
No, it's the opposite. It's to form a good relationship. And then the last one is to toss or throw away.
To discard.
Is to discard. So you throw something away, you discard it. So yeah, no, to hit it off, if you hit it off with somebody, it means you get on well with them. Okay? So it's like the idea that it's like sparks. It's like chemistry between two people. They hit it off. So when you meet, like the thing of it is, when we talk about hit it off, it's only one occasion. It's only for when you meet the person for the first time. So when you meet somebody for the first time, either you like them or you don't, right? So if you like them and they like you, you hit it off. So as friends, like as a friend, in a friendly way or in a romantic way. So we only use it to talk about the time when you first meet the person. So if you meet somebody and like, you know, you don't like them and they don't like you, and then later on you meet them again and you actually, you know, you get on well together, even in that situation, you wouldn't say we hit it off, okay? Because hit it off is really, it's for that initial first time that you meet somebody. Okay, so now, now we will go through the whole rest of the program on Friday, but if you want to watch the program before then, now, those of you who are here in Dublin, I know some of you are, so those of you who are here in Dublin, you are able to watch this program for free on Channel 4, which is what I was showing you, which is basically this, it's channel4.com. So you're able, you are able to watch it on Channel 4 for free, okay? And when you watch it on Channel 4, there are like English subtitles. However, it does also, there is another version of it online that I found somewhere. Gone AWOL. There is another version of it online, and I'm going to put the link into the chat, and you can then watch it. It's on YouTube, but I know that sometimes YouTube, depending upon where you live, you may not be able to watch it on YouTube, but I will also find it. I found it just before class. So yeah, here it is. So it's on YouTube, but it's also on, there's a website called Vimeo. So it's also on Vimeo. So what I will do is, it's the same link. It's the same link that I gave you guys before. Okay. So this is the whole link here. Okay, so and it includes the actual Vimeo link as well. So I'm going to put that into the WhatsApp chat. So if you want, you can watch the whole episode. I think it's only 25 minutes. But if you watch it on Vimeo, there are no subtitles. But if you watch it on Channel 4, if you can, but you can only watch it on Channel 4 if you're in Ireland. So those of you who are in South America will not be able to watch it on Channel 4 unless you get a VPN, but that's illegal. So I didn't tell you to do that. So I'll put the link in the thing, and then we will talk about this more on Friday night. Okay, does anybody have any last minute questions before we go?
No.
No, it's all good?
No.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Naya.
Okay, you're more than welcome, no problem. Okay. Are you can I just ask you, I'm just curious, are your cameras not working on your phones or on your laptops?
No, I don't have my laptop here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's with my colleague, my mate of work. I borrow him. So
I was just curious.
no, I'm not going to have it. I don't know when, maybe in 2 weeks or 3.
Okay, all right, but you can hear, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I can hear and I can
okay.
talk. Yeah.
Brilliant. So listen, guys, I'll see you on Friday evening. All right, enjoy the rest of your week. All right, cheerio.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Night. Bye.
No worries. Take care.
Take care.